Fellow citizens of God's kingdom, I am Reverend Professor Charles Antwi-Boasiako, the leader of the Kingdom Discipleship Network, coming your way with a life-giving message on the kingdom of God as we begin this new day. The Mountain of Blessing, Introduction to the Beatitudes. Opening thought. When Jesus sat on the mountainside and opened his mouth, he introduced a kingdom ethic that continues to challenge our world. The Beatitudes aren't just quaint sayings. They form a radical manifesto of life under God's reign. Far from an unreachable ideal, these blessings reveal the heart posture that invites God's transforming presence. A hiker once shared how, on a grueling trek, the very act of reaching a mountaintop changed his perspective. Though he carried the same burdens, the panoramic view at the summit made his struggles seem small. In a similar way, drawing near to Jesus' teaching in Matthew 5 lifts our vision above life's troubles and offers a glimpse of God's gracious kingdom. Devotional. Matthew 5, verse 1 to 2 introduces us to the scene where Jesus gathers his disciples. This moment parallels Moses on Mount Sinai, delivering God's law. Yet Jesus goes further by addressing the condition of the heart rather than external regulations. Each beatitude defines a facet of kingdom life, flipping worldly values on their head. Emptiness leads to fullness, mourning precedes comfort, and meekness inherits the earth. Isaiah 2 verse 2 foretells a day when nations stream to the mountain of the Lord, seeking his ways. Revelation 21 verse 2 offers a vision of the New Jerusalem descending, a final culmination of God's kingdom made manifest. Standing at the threshold of the Beatitudes, we're invited to ascend into a higher perspective, learning that true blessing arises from surrender and devotion to the King. Jesus' sermon calls us to approach him with humility, ready to be reoriented. Over the next days, reflect on each beatitude as both a divine promise and a summons to live differently. May this journey reconfigure your heart to align with the King who proclaims these blessings as the foundation of his kingdom. Reflection questions. 1. How do you typically define blessing, and how might Jesus' teaching challenge that view? 2. In what ways are you open to allowing Christ to reshape your understanding of true happiness? Lord, as we begin exploring the Beatitudes, open our minds and hearts to your kingdom values. Elevate our perspective so that we see life through the lens of your word, ready to be changed by your truth. Application. 1. Read through all the Beatitudes, Matthew 5 for 12, and note any initial impressions or questions. 2. Ask God to reveal areas where your definition of blessing needs realignment with his. Thank you for joining me, Reverend Professor Charles Antwi-Boasiako of the Kingdom Discipleship Network. May the majesty of God's kingdom guide your every step, fill you with unshakable confidence in your sacred calling, and empower you to stand firm in his eternal victory today.